The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A huge play there right off the bat. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Wilson on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, Wilson. Going for it all. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Ed Dixon, 27 yards. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Janikowski adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out to kick is Janikowski. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Gun. Go, get out there. 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Escaping the pressure right. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Here go 47. Here go 46. 46.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They still a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
After the interception, here's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Good. 14.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Looking deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 43 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Janikowski good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Out to kick is Janikowski. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one. As he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
46.
Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the... That one goes for 24 yards.
Good.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Prescott looks to throw on first. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, Wilson. Buying time to his left. Pass incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got his target. That's more. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Throwing again here, Wilson. Being chased out left. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now he's going the other way. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now, Wilson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. 2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. They start on the ground with Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Switch, and hey. Gun. Move. Take 4.
Prescott now on second down. He's going to air one out. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tavon Austin, 54 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Go 14. Shotgun.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they're not having to earn much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
19. Good. Tempo, tempo.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Randy Gregory in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
14.
Now Wilson on second down. Flush to his right. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
14. Got it.
Here's Wilson throwing on 3rd and long. Pressure up the middle, and down he goes. Jalen Smith in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down.
Let's go get it right here. Come on. Shotgun. Zebra. Got it. 18.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He sets to fire deep. And got his man complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now it's Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. First down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. On second down, here's Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Janikowski on for the extra point. Janikowski adds the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Out to kick is Janikowski. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Look for signals. 14, find it.
Now Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Janikowski bangs it through. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Prescott on first down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
46.
Second down, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Hey, 47. Here we go, 46, 46. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Move. 26.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. Fourth down now.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll try to run forward with Davis. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Mike Davis taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Janikowski good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. While we have a second, Charles, the Patriots, of course, back in the Super Bowl, getting the 37-31 victory over KC in the AFC title game. Great game, but the Patriots...
nobody believes in them.
Yeah, right. They're playing that underdog card, but I thought it was funny because after the game, they asked Tom Brady, were you guys just trying to use that for your own motivation? He said no comment because they were. They know they're not the underdog.
They know it, but when you've been that great for this long,
you need something.
You've got to find something different. And Tom Brady, I've got to give him credit. Somehow he made his team buy that and believe in it when no one else in the country did. And I think it really started with their first playoff game this year when the Chargers came to town. I know I picked the Chargers against them. A lot of people picked the Chargers. They took that as, well, no one believes in us, and everyone thinks we're not as good. They were just wrong about that part, as we were wrong about the Chargers beating them.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big hook up there. Wilson to Baldwin. 43 yards. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
It's caught right side, Dixon. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. Well, partner, after the conference championship games, there was a lot of talk about the overtime rules, understandably so. Do you think that anything needs to be changed in the NFL overtime situation?
I don't think so. And you got to remember, I'm an old crone, all right? So here's the deal on it. The NFL jumped into popularity with an overtime game. The Baltimore Colts being the New York Giants. Back in, what was it, 1959, 58, 59? That's when the NFL really came into prominence. And it was sudden death. Alan Amici, the Colts got the ball. They scored. No one talked about anything but, boy, what an exciting game. As time went on, people started talking about fairness. So the overtime rule finally got changed. If you score first with a touchdown, the game's over. Otherwise, you keep playing. I think that's pretty cool. And in our 2 championship games this year, we had overtime in both. Tom Brady and the Patriots won the toss, went downfield, scored a touchdown, ball game. Drew Brees and the Saints won the coin toss, threw an interception. The Rams kicked the field goal and won. Defense still exists if you care to play it.
Here we go, 46, 46.
They go play action here on 1st down. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. Now Elliott. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. And his kick is right there. It's good. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. To throw is Wilson. To throw again. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. A gain of 39 that time. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Man, it's a tough area in the field to try and run a draw play out of the gun. You know you're going to face a good push up front, and here they swallow him up for no gain.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Trey Flowers picks it. Cooper was the intended target.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now Wilson, flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal.
Shotgun. 18. Gun. 19. Zebra. Front left. Right.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Front left. 14.
On third and goal, Wilson, end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Janikowski adds the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out to kick is Janikowski. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A very solid gain of 27.
46.
A first down throw for Prescott. Austin's got it left side. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Letting one go deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe somebody was tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. And an alley to run. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Good.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. First down, Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. Got some real estate inside the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Prescott looks to throw on first. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And his throw is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now Prescott. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And again, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. Now he's flushed out left. Now he'll go deep. He's got a man complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Janikowski good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Here we go. 1-8.
35's the mic. Watch the slack. Watch the slack.
26.
Prescott on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
4 down, check. Here we go. 4-8. Here we go, 46. Gun. Here we go, 46. Gun. 46.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Prescott. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To the air again, Prescott. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Tight end right. Here we go, 4-8. Everyone's got 4 down. Here we go, 46. 35, here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 35 to Mike. Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott yet again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Austin. And whistles, and they... Take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. The Cowboys on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and goal.
Gun. Here we go, 46.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. The extra point splits the uprights. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Partner, pretty solid, convincing win here in this one. We did have some excitement down to the very end, though. This game ended on